I hope you're doing good. Well, thank you once again for all the love and acceptance for my previous videos, and as I always say, it really means a lot to me. Well, in this modern world, we focus a lot on our physical health, on our education, on our personal grooming. But there is one area of life which we generally don't prioritize, and that is our mental health, our emotional, our psychological, and our social well-being, the way we feel, we think, and we act. Our thoughts have an immense impact on our mental health, and which brings me to today's topic of discussion, the power of thoughts. We have hundreds and thousands of thoughts running through our minds every single day, and it's very interesting that researchers say 80% of those thoughts are negative, and to top it, 95% of the thoughts are repetitive, which means they are just the same as the thoughts of yesterday. Now, let us not be taken aback by knowing this, because not all negative thoughts are harmful. See, our brains were programmed around 2 million years ago to sense all the dangers, to alert us during our primitive life, during our evolution. So, good to say, our brains still today, they alert us, they warn us, they help us to be proactive in life, and they give us every possible outcome, every unwelcoming and welcoming outcome of a particular situation. Well, we are not really concerned about every single thought that flows through our mind, but only those repetitive thoughts are our predominant thoughts, and which can easily distinguish us, our behavior, whether we are a positive thinker or a negative thinker. Well, if you're using these negative thoughts in a constructive way in your lives to help you, to push you, to propel you in your life, then well, you're doing a great job. But if you are someone who is getting lost in this whirlpool of negative thinking again and again, well, then it's a time for you to bring that change. Interestingly, we have different kinds of negative thinkers, and I'm sure everyone listening to me can associate with a couple of these thinkers. So the first would be the blamer, who blames himself, his luck, or the people around for every single situation in life. Or the person who keeps on comparing himself, his life, with those of others. The next category would be the fortune tellers, who can see a very negative outcome of any given scenario and starts feeling awful by the thought of it. Or it could be someone who always feels guilty. I mean, these kind of people set a standard for themselves, and when they are not able to reach those benchmarks, they start feeling bad about themselves, they lose the confidence, and they blame themselves for every single thing. Or you have this pessimist who feel that life is a struggle, all these melodramas, and then no, I will not laugh too loud, because I always know when I laugh aloud, I need to cry. Or when something good happens in your life, the person is always under pressure. Oh my God, I know something good happens to me, something bad has to happen to me. And then you have people who take everything personally. The person on the other end wouldn't even have thought about it or meant so, but then this person starts feeling that no, whatever he's saying is just to hurt me. This is because of low self-esteem. And there are some other people who always leave their worth in someone else's hand. They need other people to certify them. They wait for others to tell them their worth. We all have this inner critic inside us. This inner critic is born with us, and it evolves as we grow. Our perception and thinking towards our life is because of our belief system, and we gain this belief system through our different life experiences, our insecurities, our mistakes, our emotional traumas. I tell you, negative experiences and negative emotions are very painful, and they get so embedded in our brains that they are very difficult to take them out. They are actually called as sticky thoughts. And all these negative experiences and all this negative thinking actually feeds the inner critic inside us. And the job of this inner critic is to be judgmental, to judge us, to criticize us, to demotivate us, to question us with every single question possible, to show us the lack, because this inner critic is always there to warn us, to let us know whether you are worthy or no. Negative thoughts demotivate us, discourage us, and they take us far from what we really want in life. Whereas positive thoughts, they motivate us, they push us to do more in life, they make us feel good about ourselves and take us a step closer to reality. I don't know if you're aware of law of attraction. Positive attracts positive and negative thinking attracts negativity. 95% of our thoughts are repetitive, which means that you really need to keep a track on what you are thinking. If you are thinking the same thoughts of yesterday and day before, you really need to make that change. You have to take up a challenge. You have to take up small steps to bring that positive change. Keep a note, write down your thoughts if you want, and if you feel yourself better than yesterday and day before, just reward yourself with an ice cream, with a coffee, with anything that a pat on your back that will motivate you. Music is very good for your mind and body. It helps you change your mood altogether. Well, apart from that, you can go for a small walk, you can exercise, you can do deep breathing exercises, meditation, yoga. One more thing I would say is sweet memories, good, nice memories. They help you pump each and every cell of your body with gratitude, with enthusiasm, which really helps you to change your mood. Well, apart from all this, I am going to tell you a game changer, which will change your negative thinking right from today. So I hope you listen to this very carefully. Next time you find yourself caught in that whirlpool of negative thinking, I want you to do this thing, and I'm sure you'll always remember me for that. Next time you are caught in negative thinking, ask yourself this one solid question. Is this what I really want to happen in my life? And if the answer is no, then why am I wasting all my time and energy on something which I really don't want, or which is really opposite to what I want in my life? See, thoughts are like seeds. If you sow rice, you cannot get wheat out of that. If you want happiness, you cannot 24 hours think about sadness. If you want healing and health in your life, you really cannot think about sickness all the time. As I said earlier, our thoughts are powerful. They control our life. They have energy. So why not invest that energy in something good for our lives? Let us not be prisoners of our negative thinking. Let us not be prisoners of our limiting beliefs. Let us break open all this and come back to a happy, healthy, abundant you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and next time you know what to do. Whenever you're caught in negative thinking, just think about, do you really need that to happen in your life? And I'm sure this will be a game changer for you. So as I always say, life is beautiful and only you can make it so. God bless. Till we see you next time.